Here's something many of us notice, especially when we're carrying a lot, but rarely say out loud. We finally stop working. We sit down. We close the laptop. We step away for a moment. And instead of peace, there's a strange inner hum. Our bodies may be still, but inside, something keeps moving. Thoughts loop. Conversations replay. We mentally scan what still needs attention. Even when the work pauses, the sense of responsibility doesn't always follow. It can leave us wondering if we're doing something wrong, why slowing down doesn't feel relieving, and why the weight we named yesterday still feels like it's there. But what if nothing is wrong? What's happening beneath the surface? If stress is information, then this restlessness may be part of the message. When responsibility has been constant, our nervous systems learn to stay alert. From a very simple neuroscience perspective, this makes sense. The body becomes skilled at scanning for what might be missed, forgotten, or fall apart. Carrying becomes the default posture. So when we stop doing, the body doesn't automatically stop carrying. We pause externally, but internally we're still braced. Still watchful. Still holding the load, just in case. That's why stepping away doesn't always bring peace right away. And why even slowing down can feel uncomfortable. Not because we're failing, but because the part of us that's been on duty for a long time hasn't yet received the signal that the load is truly shared. God knows and cares. God knows this about us. He knows how responsibility settles into our bodies. He knows how hard it is to stop carrying what matters deeply. He knows that telling ourselves to just relax rarely works. And it's into this very weariness that Jesus offers one of his most tender invitations. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28, NIV. What's striking is what Jesus does not say. He doesn't say, figure out how to slow down. He doesn't say, get better at letting go. He says, come to me. And then he adds something quietly freeing. Learn from me. Matthew 11:29, NIV. Peace is learned, not forced. That single word changes everything. Peace doesn't come naturally to people who have been carrying a lot. It's learned. Most of us learned early how to manage, anticipate, and hold responsibility. We learned how to stay alert. We learned how to keep things from falling apart. Learning peace is a different rhythm. Jesus doesn't scold us for being tense. He doesn't rush us into calm. He invites us to walk with him and learn, slowly, how to carry differently. So if slowing down feels awkward right now, that doesn't mean we're doing it wrong. It may simply mean we're still learning. And Jesus seems very willing to teach. One practice for today. Today's invitation isn't to put down everything you're carrying. It's to notice what happens when you pause. Once today, choose a brief moment where nothing has to be solved. No planning, no fixing, no catching up. Do something quietly neutral or gentle. Step outside. Notice light or sound. Sit without input for a minute. If your mind keeps working, that's okay. We're not trying to stop thoughts. We're letting the body experience a moment where nothing is required. This is how peace begins to be learned. A short prayer. Jesus, you see how much I carry. Meet me in the middle of it. Teach me how to walk with you toward peace. Tomorrow, we'll talk about what happens when even slowing down starts to feel like one more responsibility to manage.